Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin and today what I'm going to be bringing to you guys is the updated brand new perks list from the PTR test notes, which of course will be coming to live probably in the next couple of days. We're expecting December 14th, and what has happened here basically is the perks that we saw a couple of days ago when I did a video on the new perks that you're going to be seeing. We've now seen those updated and kind of changed, and in my opinion fixed a lot of them, because we're going to see some pretty broken stuff, especially with that disease, which we're now not going to be seeing quite as OP as before, which is quite exciting. So I'm going to read through these for you guys and compare them to what they were the last time so that you can kind of tell how it's changed, and let me know what you guys think of it down below in the comments. So jumping straight into it then, here you guys will see that the login, mining, skinning and harvesting efficiency perks have been changed, and these have actually been buffed to between 5 and 25%. Previously they were at between 3 and 15%, so these have been buffed by a few percentage based on what level you get it at, which is really nice, or the gear score of the item. Then we've seen Plague Crits now has a 6-second inflict of disease time, and this is down from 12 seconds, so half the time, and it reduces the healing effectiveness by between 10 and 25%. Previously it was between 10 and 40%, so that one has been much more balanced in my opinion. I think a lot of people will be happy about that one. And the next one here, which is Plague Strikes. This one has a melee weapon heavy attack against the target, inflicts disease for 8 seconds. This is exactly the same as previously, but again, it's had its healing effectiveness reduction reduced to 10 to 25% as opposed to the 10 to 40% that it was before, which again is a lot more in line with what we'd seen generally across the board and fits better with the PvP at the moment, which is really good. We've also seen changes here to Thwarting Counter. This one is where melee weapons deal 5 to 15% additional damage against targets with active grit. Again, this one was 10 to 25 before, so it's now down to 5 to 15, which makes a lot more sense. Again, you're not going to be able to just stack damage on those people with 300 strength this time. You are going to do a little bit more, but slightly less than you were going to do initially, which I think is a very good change. We've also seen Trenchant Recovery here, which is fully charged heavy attacks. Heal a player for between 10 and 30% of their damage dealt. Can't trigger more than once per attack. And that one is exactly the same amount of recovery, but it was able to be triggered multiple times per attack in the PTR, so obviously that has been changed. I do think that Trenchant Recovery is going to be one of the best perks to have, particularly for those bruisers, for mages, for casters. Pretty much everyone is going to want to run the Trenchant Recovery. It's going to be super useful for sustain, particularly on those heavy style bruiser classes, or even those medium style bruiser classes we're starting to see emerge. This is going to be a really important one to make sure that you have, because although it can only be activated once per attack, that's how it should be in my opinion. 10 to 30%, looking particularly up that top end, 25 to 30% is going to be super good, particularly if you've got a high amount of damage coming out as well. So that's really good. Obviously, Plague Crits, Plague Strikes, still exceptionally good. A very good counter to how OP the healing can be at the moment. If you get kind of a decent build of a healer where they can dodge around, they've got all the particular perks they need, they can be really overpowered at the moment. You can really struggle to kill them. Even if you can eventually, it's just annoying. This is going to make it more easy to do that, but also you've got to remember that healers still have a cleanse, so good healers will still be able to survive, which is exactly how the game should be. Better players should be rewarded for being higher on that skill gap, and it should, you know, encourage people to kind of learn the rotations, learn what perks they need, etc, and I think that's a really good thing. What you'll also see here is Thwarting Counter. That is a reduction, you know, against those bruiser style builds that we're seeing dominate wars at the moment. 10 to 15 of those on the enemy team. Heavy armor, Great Axe Warhammer is really tough to take down. A lot of the time they are using grit, so if you are going to be doing a 5 to 15% additional damage when they've got grit active, particularly for mages, I think that's going to be a really good one, so keep your eyes on that one. What we've seen at the bottom here as well is a fix to the Rogue perk. So Rogue no longer increases crit damage on standard crits. It will now only apply to backstab crits, because before that it was across the board in the PTR, so that has now been updated and changed. So again, if you're not going to be backstabbing, you probably don't want to go for Rogue. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this quick fire little update video on the new perks. I want to keep you guys on top of all the news and info, as I do think this is very important, something a lot of people will be looking forward to when the game and the update does drop. As I say, should be the 14th of December there. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure to leave a like on today's video. Subscribe if you're new. I do upload every single day, so if you do want to see any more New World content, whether it be guides, tips and tricks, news and updates like this, or anything else related to New World, then make sure you are subscribing with the notification bells on down below so that you don't miss out on any of that. Other than that, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I will catch you tomorrow on the next video. Take care and peace.